I'm excited to have one in Portugal when we go there next.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. Hey team, voiceover Laura here, and I'm a bit sick, so if it sounds like I am not well, it's because I'm not well. I have decided to do some voiceovers, and this is from Sydney Airport. Believe it or not, this random face is meant to be for like a glasses company, but it's not wearing glasses. So what was the point of all that? Anyway, so when I got to the airport, I pretended to be rich, which I am not. And I went into all of these very, very expensive stores. And I went into this bag store. I actually can't even remember the name. And I said to the lady, show me the most expensive bag you have. And she's like, it's our lizard bag. And I said, is it real lizard? And she said, yes. I then made a new friend on the plane. Her name is Sabrine. She was from Germany. And we tandem watched Babylon and Mario together. So we would pause and play at the same time. This is the view from the window. I was in the exit row seats with a lot of leg room because British Airways is the worst and kept cancelling all my flights. And because of the muck around with my flights, I ended up in Hong Kong, which was not the original game plan, and I had to stop over here. They had these free games which are supposedly interactive, and whilst I respect the idea, they never worked, so I had fun with what was left before jumping on another plane all the way to London. And then when I got to London, they had a Harry Potter store, which was very overpriced and out of my budget. I finally caught my third flight to Madrid and caught an Uber to my hotel room, and I'm not gonna lie, this hotel room was popping off. It was so cool, and it was just really nice treat to finally have a shower after 50 hours of travel. And I'm gonna pass over to camera Laura. I am finally in Madrid 50 hours later. I don't want to bore you with any whinging, but let's put it this way. I am not British Airways' biggest fan. Never ever again. So this trip, I am not taking the vlogging seriously. I want to take the vlog so that I have memories to look back on. I've decided to leave my camera at home. It's too bulky, it's got SD cards, it only has one battery, there's charging issues. People don't know how to use it when I give it to them. So it's just easier to take my phone around and also less liabilities. This hotel I'm staying at is so nice. It has a rooftop swimming pool and bar open 24/7, so yes, we're gonna go there. I have had a restaurant booked for 6 months. It's called Restaurant Botin, and it is the oldest restaurant in the world, so I'm really looking forward to that tonight. This is the first fit, oversized pink denim checkered fit, which looks great. Look, how good is this mirror? Oh my God. So glad my bag got here because I ended up taking 3 different airlines, 3 different flights. And when it turned up on the carousel, I was like, anyway, love you. I've been procrastinating editing, so I sound a lot better now. I am nowhere near as sick, and this is the view from the rooftop pool of my hotel. I had an espresso martini to help with the jet lag, which was very helpful, and then walked to my restaurant. I also stumbled across this incredible church that just happened to be open to the public, and I was very interested in the side of this building because they have to work in between the narrow buildings. This was just a beautiful little sunset view. And then Restaurant Botin, which is supposedly the oldest restaurant in the world since the 18th century. The fire, the oven they use, has never been put out, and they have constantly burned it even through world wars. This is their menu, and it had a little history. I ordered the suckling pig and the suckling lamb, I think it was, and sangria for the table, as well as some carrot cake. And then this is the oven. It was a little daunting to see the little piggies' faces. I felt terrible, but at the same time, it was a history lesson. Then I woke up really early in the morning to meet up with the tour group I'm doing. I was flabbergasted at how narrow, look how narrow this is, under the streets of Madrid. And then this is me on the coach. So I just met up with the tour group. There's 45 people. I did a Kentucky, which you may or may not be familiar with, is literally a tour group for people in between the ages of 18 and 35. And boom, here we are in Cordoba. And that bridge is in Game of Thrones, which is amazing. And we went to the Great Mosque of Cordoba. I'm fairly certain that's what it's called. Yes, I just Googled it. It is the Great Mosque of Cordoba. I struggled so hard to even just say Cordoba. I still don't think I'm saying it correctly, so please don't hate me. It was such a historic and beautiful place. It was originally built as a mosque, and then someone came in and then they made it Catholic, and it was just a very interesting mix. So you can see architecturally that there is some inspiration from both religions, and I found it very interesting. It was super beautiful. I loved how tall the ceilings were. That's Jamie from my tour group for reference. Tiny in comparison. Just look how small the people look. The iPhone camera is not picking up on the detail, team. Like the detail of these ceilings, the detail of the architecture. It doesn't seem real. Like this video looks like it's from a video game, I swear. But look at this organ as well, pipe organ. And this was a secluded room. You couldn't go into this room, but it was stunning. I do regret not bringing my camera, but that's a whole other story. This very architecturally, you can see that it was a mosque, and this was a fresh water station, which was great because I was parched, I was really thirsty. And then I joined a few people from the group for some sangria, which was cheap as chips and amazing. So nice, so refreshing. I love sangria. Then we got to our special stay. We stayed in a 15th century monastery, and it was stunning. I can't get over how beautiful it was. This is us wheeling in to stay at this beautiful hotel. It didn't seem real to me. It was just like from a movie. This is my space, and look at the view outside. Oh my gosh, look at that swimming pool. Oh my goodness, so cool. Really, really cool. So this is day 2. It is sweltering hot. It is like 34 degrees, 35 degrees. I'm also really exhausted because I am very jet lagged, as you can probably see. Like I'm not on the same frequency as I normally am, and it is stunning here, like really beautiful. I paid a little extra to get my own room. I just wanted that time for myself, you know, to do some reading and just have some relaxed time without tiptoeing around strangers I've never met before. And I think that was a really smart choice. Everyone on the trip's really nice. I made a huge effort in the first few hours. I don't know where I mustered the energy from to memorize every single person's name. There's like 50 or something people, and I did that. I'm doing well. So yeah, I'm less speaking to the camera, so it's not like my travel vlogs, in the past, but it's working well for me, and it's helping me to enjoy my trip more, and that's what's most important. There is a swimming pool out here, as you saw from the view I just showed you, and everyone's gonna go swimming, but I only bought one swimsuit. For some reason, I didn't think I was gonna go swimming in Spain. Like, who am I? I bought one swimsuit that I haven't even tried on, so go figure, it doesn't fit properly. I don't know what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna go about it, but we'll see how I go. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. I'm exhausted. Oh my God, I didn't even open the bathroom. Look at this. Are you serious? It's huge. This is for one person. It's like got marbled shower. Oh, they've got a bidet. Oh my God. Do I use it? I don't know. I'll figure that out when I get to it. Okay, I went swimming with the rest of the tour group, and it was so beautiful. And even though the sun was going down and it is like the very end of September, it was still so hot. There was a little cat there as well. And this is the view of our rooms. And we had a dinner that was included in this beautiful room. So this is everyone from the group. And then we got back on the coach the next day and went to Seville. We had a walking tour through the city centre just to get our bearings and things before we were let loose for the next day, which was a whole free day. I was so sad about the horses. Like, there was a lot of horses and it was too hot for them to even be out, in my opinion, let alone dragging these carriages. That's a whole other issue. But it was nice to see some owners actually paying attention to their horses and keeping them like in the shade and nice and watered. I then went and had lunch in one of the main strips. We had sangria again and some paella, and there were a lot of musical acts down this strip, so I took a lot of videos and I will stop speaking so you can see how amazing all these musicians are.
I'm gonna move here.
Hey team, we're just about to start a tour. Check out our cool Lizzie McGuire earpieces. Pierces.
Okay, so as you can probably gather by the dorky earpieces, I did a walking tour with some people from my group around Seville. It was beautiful and incredible, and funnily enough, the earpieces are actually a vibe. I learnt so much from our tour guide, Angela. She was so cool. And she took us to, drumroll, Naboo from Star Wars. So this place, I honestly can't remember the name of it. Jokes, I just Googled it. It is Plaza de España, and it is in Seville. It just basically, I think it means like the Palace of Spain. And look at that. It's literally from Attack of the Clones. It is stunning. And as I said, the iPhone camera just doesn't pick up on the detail and how huge it is. Look how small the people are. And there were all these beautiful tile artworks, which were just so vibrant and stunning. I could stare at each one for hours. It was so hot though. You can see the sun just beating down on these tiles, and then it was just blasting into my face, so hot. And look at these little boats. They were staying under the bridge because of the heat, but super cute. And can you see that orange blob in the center of the screen? Goldfish. And they're just like circling, just vibing. Here is a view from the bridge as well. I just couldn't get over how grandiose it was. Just absolutely massive. And then boom, straight back onto the coach, 34 degrees Celsius, and plot twist, no working air conditioning. We didn't have working air conditioning for ages. We went to the bull ring, which ethically I do not agree with bullfighting. However, culturally it is significant to Spanish people, and I thought I may as well do the tour and understand it as well. And yeah, it was very fascinating. I learnt a lot of things. I was especially blown away with the matador outfits, the beading, the intricacies. It was very stunning to see these costumes up close. And yeah, they blew me away with the detail. And then we also got to go and actually see the bull ring. They were performing maintenance, and I have not saturated the colors in this video at all. It was legitimately that vibrant. The sand was so yellow. I then went back to the hotel to freshen up. This was my look. I'm trying to do some clean girl aesthetic. I caught the coach in with some people from my tour group. Not everyone did it, but a lot of us did. And we did this additional kind of night called Eating with Seville. And literally these three men, so nice, all of them artists, put on dinner for us and cooked for us. This was just a beautiful cheese and bread. And then they also did a paella. Look how big that is, so huge. It was amazing. And see these bottles in the background? Poured out this cold tomato soup. It's not soup, it's called carpaccio, I think. Jokes, I'm such a fool. It's actually gazpacho, Gazapacho, and this was the paella with wine. And then, plot twist, one of the men that was putting on dinner actually had created a flamenco machine, and it was so incredible. He has created this invention by himself, and it's the only one in the world, and he taught us how to use it. Guess who was the volunteer? I was, and I got to play it, so I'll put in a little video.
So you can please everybody tonight in Sevilla.
Oh. Okay, not that one.
Good morning, team. I have dressed like a little bit Barbie today and I am high-key obsessed with this outfit. It is the only dress I bought on this trip. I'm going to Alcazar Gardens, which is a filming location for Game of Thrones. I'm very excited for these gardens. They look absolutely stunning. Then at 6 p.m. I have booked a flamenco show, which I'm so excited for because I really want to experience the music and the food mostly. That's why I'm here. So I booked that, and then afterwards I also booked a tapas tour, a 3-hour tapas tour. Okay, so this is the outfit today. I am obsessed. Okay, it's so Barbie. It's so Barbie. I just got really excited. And it's like, we're not here for Ryan.
Barbie and Ken.
Okay, thank you.
I'm excited to have one in Portugal when we go there next.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. This one for me, and I bought this in natural wood for my mum. So beautiful. I can't wait to use it because it's so hot. Oh, yum. Yum, 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 yum. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have also too.
Okay, I'm definitely regretting not bringing my camera now because for some reason, can you see this? Every fluorescent light is now strobing, but it's not strobing in real life. What is going on? I've no idea. It's so bizarre. So I'm sorry about the strobingness. Look at this little doggy. Hello. Okay, first stop in Seville was this pirate ship, which actually has some significance, but I'm getting so tired because this edit is taking so long. I was flabbergasted at how beautiful these delis are that you can just buy a sandwich or some tapas in a little bag. And look at these beautiful streets. I just spent the whole morning walking the streets and stumbling across beautiful shops. This was a gallery I stumbled across. This is a flamenco store. And look at the tiling on this balcony. Absolutely gorgeous. Out of all the streets we walked through, this was my favorite view by far, before we stumbled across this monstera that is absolutely popping from the window. I have no idea if he's ever been repotted, but it would be so dark in that apartment, which makes me wonder. Look at this little bird having a little bath. That was so cute. Then I went into the cathedral in the Seville city centre. There were all of these beautiful paintings. There was a lot of culture there, yes, and gorgeous stained windows. Just so many intricate artworks. It just does not pick up on the detail. Look how tall these ceilings are, and you just had to be there to see how big it was. If you just look at how small one person is compared to that ceiling, it's huge. And this organ, also absolutely huge and hand carved from that wood, was absolutely stunning. I've got no idea what I'm looking at half the time, but that seemed pretty cool, so I took a video of it. Don't ask me what it is, I have no idea. And also this wall, more Jesus around. This was really cool. It reminded me of the Holy Grail from the Monty Python movie. And you could take a video or photo of you in a mirror to look at the ceiling. And finally, I was the most excited for this, the Alcazar Gardens. This was the huge lineup in the 37-degree heat. And once you go through, it is stunning. Do you see that like Game of Thrones was filmed here? Because I totally see it. I spent a lot of time just kind of walking through the gardens and inside the palace that we were able to visit, all this beautiful tiling, these beautiful views, and just walked around for ages and ages and ages until finally, this is where I was most excited for. It didn't look as pretty in person, which, funnily enough, watch this. There's a lot of scaffolding. Unanticipated pool noodles. It's like Instagram versus reality. Instagram versus reality. I finally had time for lunch. I got this jamon and cheese baguette, which never disappoints. So delicious. I think I ate way too many of these on my trip, but who cares? Calories don't count on holidays. And because of that, I went to this gelato shop that I saw a lot of locals going to. So I had pine nut caramel ice cream. It was so decadent. And this is what I envision the Sydney Opera House of Seville being. And this is where the flamenco show was, but architecturally very interesting and modern.
Hey team, so we just got into the flamenco and we got amazing seats. Oh my gosh! I'm doing my YouTube vlog. Cheers everyone, cheers!
To finish my day in Seville, I took the tapas food tour, which also had a lot of history. Our guide was so amazing, and we started with some cheese, some tuna, and pork belly. That tuna was out of this world. I will never be able to experience that again. We then moved on to the next place where we had a cheap man's sangria, which is Fanta and red wine, which was fascinating. And then there was a Russian salad, which I had a lot of on the trip, potatoes and mayonnaise. I don't know how you can call that a salad, but supposedly it's a salad. Then chicken croquettes, which were nice, but not my favorite. My favorite was definitely this pork cheek or beef cheek with potatoes. I can't remember what animal it was. And then we were taken to this very bustling, very busy Seville bar where we got to try sherry, I think it is, a young wine. And I hated the wine, but I did love the potato omelets and the pork sliders. Oh my gosh, they were so good. And we also got to have some cuttlefish balls. Yeah, I don't really know what they are, but they were good. And then vinegar shark. I kid you not, Jaws. And it was amazing. Here is some street art that I just thought was very cute. And finally, we finished with grandma's cake, which was like eating cookie dough. Thank you for watching this vlog. It took forever to edit, and I hope you have a lovely day. Stop. End vlog.